Hey everybody, playing a game of chess on the free internet chess server. I am playing a 5-minute blitz game with a 3-second increment. And it is unrated, so I'm playing a guest. I'm just kind of getting into the swing of playing on FICS again. So, unrated to start out. I'll play some more later unrated. But for now, low pressure. I want to see what the video looks like. I have just gotten a new computer that is, wow, I have not seen that one before. That is much better at streaming, or at least it's got more horsepower, so it seems to be better at streaming. I think I just put my queen on c2, right? Why wouldn't I put my queen on c2 here? Unless I want to put it on e2. I don't think e2 is better than c2. But that, to me, seems like the queen is out of play on b6. So we're going to go queen c2 and develop normally with knight f3 or knight bd2, then knight gf3. But I can play knight f3 right now. So I'll do so. Very normal way, very normal, typical developing positions. Nice diagonal for this piece, nice diagonal for this piece. King castled away, and then knight bd2 seems pretty normal. We could go knight bd2 and then over to b3 and c5, potentially. Maybe not a good idea right now. Also, let's just do this. All my pieces in the game, we go rook a e1. And we can start thinking about things like h4, h5. He doesn't have any weaknesses around his king right now, but maybe we can provoke one. But as far as I can see, this seems to be a very good position for white. Move doesn't really do much. What's wrong with knight g5 right now, provoking that weakness? I'm going to go knight e5. Knight e5, bishop takes. I'm sorry, knight takes, bishop takes. Seems okay. I don't want to spend too much time. I can't find my clock. Knight g5, h6, knight back to f3, and then I have, what have I done? Weakened a lot on the king side actually. Could potentially sack here. I'm not so sure. Let's do this first. What I want to make sure to do is to prepare for any kind of offensive maneuvers by making sure all my pieces are in the game. Meaning, both rooks develop. Now this yeah, okay. One thing I could do is play bishop g3, knight takes g3, and then take with the f pawn, opening up this file. And in fact, I'm going to do that. I actually really like this. Now both my rooks have some scope. Yeah, I can start launching this pawn up the board. Actually, this pawn is weak now. Let's just do this. Wait, do I want to do that? I don't have all the time that I think I have here, apparently. Oh, I can take this pawn. Well, what's wrong with me? This is beautiful.
Check.
I can retreat it back to here. Oh boy, okay. Let's just get all aggressive, what say? That hangs this pawn, but I don't really care. I have knight g5 right now, knight g5. Threatening mate. How does he defend knight g5? I don't see an easy way to do it. Oh, he found a way. Yep, I missed that way. Okay. What about bishop here? Bishop g8. Bishop g8. He can't take it because of mate. Let's just do this. Maybe he'll take it. No, but I mean, it's got some attacking ideas on this diagonal. I can also take this pawn right now with the rook. He just keeps finding a way, doesn't he? But that's a yeah.
Check.
That threatens mate here, so he can't take the bishop. He has to take with the knight. And once he does, it's mate here. Oh, he can take with the queen here. Nope, never mind. The bishop guards that, so this should be over. I'll go back and look at this game after he resigns here in a second, or makes me wait 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Either way, we'll go back and look, and there are some pretty instructive mistakes that black made. Yeah. Is this the best thing? It's the best thing. Should I stick with the rook or with the pawn? Stick with the rook. Why not? It's prettier. Alright, so where is he planning to go? He still can't take anything, so why don't I just do this? Oh, why didn't I just take it? Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. I'm not concentrating, obviously, anymore, and I should be. Okay. Clearly, that was an error, but it is survivable. Goodness gracious. Okay, need to concentrate a little bit better than that if I'm going to win the game. Or finish off the game properly, I should say. I only have a minute and a half left, which is a bit of an issue, but probably, again, quite survivable. I am considering this rook lift. Actually, I'm not. I'm doing more than considering it. I am going to we'll swap pieces all day long, bud. All day long. This piece hangs next. So, there we go. Like to get into d7 with the rook. You look for a way to get the knight involved. A knight sitting right there would be ideal. I am going to put the rook onto d7 now. And I'm going to route the knight through these squares.
Check.
I'm not even going to hesitate to exchange pieces. I think I can just come on back to the back rank now. And Let's do this. Loses a pawn, but trades a piece, so I'm fine with that. No.
Check.
Over a minute to go, and I only have a 3-second increment.
Check.
So I am just in mop-up mode here. This will
Check.
exchange another piece, and I'll have a queen for a bishop. And that should do it. Surprised we're still having to do this, but that's okay.
Game over.
There we go. Okay. So going back to the beginning. Ooh, that's a cool sound. Okay. Key moments in the game. Queen b6 seems pretty bad. More normal here is something like queen to g4. And then white more generally puts the queen slightly out of play on b3. Here the queen is out of play on the queen side, and white basically can take advantage by putting all his pieces over here, developing much more normally. So say knight f3. See, after here, I think I can do this. And then forward, say, I don't know how many moves. Whoops. Goodness. Okay, just use the mouse wheel, I guess. Okay, there we go. So, more normal is this move. And now, I mean, whatever move next. Now white can't develop normally because of this problem, making the pawns very weak here. So, in this case here, more typical is this kind of a developing move, preparing knight f3, knight gf3 now. Anyway, okay, revert. I don't have any of my shortcuts set up on this, so now I can't go forward. Oh goodness, I'll just do this. Seriously, I can do that. That should help. Okay, sorry about this. So now white can develop his pieces much more normally and much faster. This rook move doesn't do much, really. I want to get all my pieces in. As I said, this, I think, it seems pretty normal looking. You want to try to, you know, get the bishop pair. But in the process of doing that, white now has an open E and F file for his rooks. And this pawn, in a lot of positions, can just be used as a battering ram going down the G file. In fact, here I was considering things like G4 and G5. Just as an example, G4 here, and say white makes, or sorry, black makes some sort of developing move. This is what I was considering, but now, you know, E5 is critically weak, and maybe something like this, although this isn't going to be very effective here. I'm not sure exactly, but that's the idea. I just wanted to say about the G pawn. It can be used up the board, just kind of, it's almost like an extra pawn that is not, there's no way to really, there's no concern with assimilating it back into the pawn structure, so it's okay to kind of jettison it for some sort of use like that. Okay, so once again, so crazy how that...
Check.
There we go. Yeah, and his f6 pawn, or his f6 move, ignored the fact that h7 is hanging here. So maybe g6 would have been better. Who knows, maybe he meant to do that. Anyway, from here, you know, it was pretty much over. We could check, actually, with Crafty, and see what Crafty thinks about this. See if I missed an easier win, which is very possible. This is knight. Oh, we definitely missed a free knight at some point, right? Yeah, so this is clearly winning. But here it said knight takes e5. Yeah, which I did that eventually, actually. So let's go on. I knew that was possible. I just thought this was more interesting looking. Knight takes
Check.
e6. Easy. And this, forces the queen to be lost. And then knight takes e6. And here, knight takes e5, which I played. And here, just the knight's hanging. Yeah, it's not much reason to look on further than this. Because I just missed an obviously hanging knight. Meaning that the pawn is not actually protecting it, so I can either capture it with this rook or this queen, and it's just curtains. All right, that'll do it for this game. I will be doing more of these kinds of things, probably more on lichess than on FICS, but either way, hopefully you'll see some more videos from me in the near future. See you later.